What's going on, guys? We're going to take a look at today's price action on the NQ. So off the open, it kind of played out as expected here. I was kind of writing in my Discord, kind of telling the guys a little bit of, what we could look out for here, because yesterday closed at such a strong price level and we had a nice, essentially all day run up. What I was looking for was any pullback off the open, look to trap those early shorts and see if we can find that momentum bounce. Now that momentum bounce definitely did come about 15 minutes off the open. You can see here at 9:30 in the morning, the left-hand side of the chart is the 5-minute time frame. 5, 10, 15-minute flush down, pretty, significant little 100-point flush, but it was also followed by a 100+ point rally. So this little, what we call in Evolution Traders a Big's bottom here, this little pattern here at 9:45, this pause candle at 9:45 was a good indicator to kind of put a stop loss at that low of day, see if we can have a following candle take out the previous pause candle and then make a run towards that upper supply, which on this chart would be the 20-period moving average. So again, it was a pretty large risk, 44-point risk here. Again, you could have definitely tightened up that stop loss with maybe a 10 or 15 or 20-point stop loss, but again, that early in the morning you tend to have a high volatility, high range, so it's a little hard to kind of run those tight stops. Now if we look at the right hand side of my chart, we're looking at my big chart with all of my moving averages. So this is going to give me all of my supply and demand zones. You see this 205.43 level down here where we kind of, had that trap off the open. That literally came down and tagged the 100 simple moving average. That demand zone stood, held, and had an aggressive rally back up, reclaiming that 50-day moving average, and then actually pushing into some of the shorter term kind of moving averages, the 5 and 10-day moving average, before ultimately getting rejected and just essentially chopping and fading the rest of the day. Now going into the close, we had one more level here that I was watching. Again, just mentally drained at the end of the day, not really looking to take any trades, but was very curious on this level here that if we ever did get back down, which we did at the 1 o'clock hour, but if we ever got back down to this 100 simple day moving average and we broke that demand zone, could we potentially test the next demand zone? And to be honest, the last 10, 15, 5 minutes of the market open today, or the market session today, we actually did in fact break that level and then shoot down to that next area, which was the 200 EMA. Now, again, all in all, were there great setups today? If you didn't catch the early momentum short or catch the bounce off the open, you had a 20 SMA play here that set up at the top of the hour. That was also correlated with a 30-minute opening range break. I know a lot of the guys in Evolution Traders took that, so congratulations. Again, we got that first kind of topping out pattern here at around 10:30, followed by a 20 SMA to the downside that confirmed and immediately would have gotten you stopped out. Set up another play to the short side, could have taken some cash here. Again, this long position here really never confirmed, kind of basing out over that. And then just the market, you can see here, I'm just going to kind of simply, scroll to the right, was just very choppy. Was very, very choppy, was very slow moving. Again, I mentioned this yesterday. We have a lot of things going on. We've got earnings, we've got election next week. There's so much stuff going on in this market that it's going to be extremely difficult to kind of trade. Now, if we look at the daily time frame here, you're going to see that aggressive, insane, beautiful rally that we had yesterday ultimately just quickly faked out to the high side, taking out yesterday's highs, and immediately just pulled right back down into the range and came all the way back down to our daily support down here at this 10-day moving average. What I'm looking for, because we've got some earnings after the bell, what I'm looking for is, if we really start to break down below today's lows of 20,474, that next spot, that next demand zone that I'm really going to be looking for is the 20-day moving average, sitting at around 20,400. If we get down to 20,400 sometime between now and the pre-market tomorrow, I'm definitely going to look for any type of bounce, rejection, and then a confirmation, because if we do lose a 20-day moving average, we've got a lot of room to kind of stretch down to the downside. The trend is higher. Anytime we have come down into the range of the daily 20-day moving average, we've gotten some nice bounces off of it. I'm still not opposed to going long. If we do get over that 20,788, I'm very, very interested in going long. That's going to be a level that's going to be marked out on my chart when and until that does happen. Again, everything inside the range here, we're playing in about a 300-point range. So there's definitely some areas of opportunity to make some cash on a smaller time frame if you're looking to get in and out of those quick little scalps, you know, 5 points here, 10 points there. Just the main thing I want to kind of emphasize and people to focus on the next couple of weeks is just practice risk management to an absolute T. The last thing you want to do is start losing a bunch of accounts and losing a bunch of money this late in the year. Again, look at your P&L is really not going to change all that much, you know, between now and the next month, month and a half. Again, you might make, you know, a few extra $1,000, but again, the one thing we don't want to do is go down and lose everything we've done for the last 2 quarters. So again, continue to hone in those risk management skills, continue to look top down and kind of see exactly where you can get in and kind of see exactly what's going on. Now that the market is closed right now, I'm going to kind of scan around. I'm going to look at some of these earnings across the board. We can see we had a little immediate kind of bounce off of off this market close here. So I'm pretty sure there's some things kind of moving the markets here in the after hour session. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys need any evaluation accounts with Apex right now, we've got about a day left on those 80% off coupon codes. Again, you can just use the generic code of SAVE80. Just make sure you guys are using the link that's down in the description box below. I get credit for it. It also helps support the channel, helps me keep continuing to make these videos. I do love to make these videos for you guys. Again, I'm already sitting here doing the technical analysis anyways, so it really kind of, you know, is no sweat off my back to kind of pass the information along to you, and then you guys can take my information and see if that, you know, kind of meshes with what you guys are thinking or kind of looking at on your side of things. Again, good luck to everyone this week. Stay patient, stay calm, do not over leverage yourself, do not revenge trade, just stay on track. The longer you can stay on track, the better off you're going to be. I'll see you guys all in the next video.